Hey guys, it's CrystalRenèe here. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, thanks for joining. Okay guys, this is me in the future. The next day actually. I decided that I am going to go ahead and remove the soil that these plants are in and place them in water with hydroperoxide to give them a little bit more oxygen and let them acclimate to my home, and kind of spray them down with my solution to make sure there are no bugs or anything like that. And I wanted to do it on camera, so here we are, and I'm gonna get started. First thing first, I wanted to put down my potting mat so that I don't make an extreme mess. So we're gonna start with my Anthurium veitchii. Because I don't want the mat to get extremely dirty, I'm going to put the dirt inside of the paper, if that makes sense. So we'll remove the name tag. Keep that for later. So it looked like they had it potted up in dirt with large chunks of perlite. And this way we get to see what the roots look like, because you always want to check the roots of your plants when you receive them to make sure that you're not receiving anything that's extremely damaged or root rotted or rootless, because that has happened to people. Not me, but it's happened. Okay, so these roots look nice and healthy, guys. Really healthy, actually. They're nice and white. I don't know if you guys can see that. Pretty healthy roots. Once I remove the soil from each one of the plants, that's when I will go ahead and rinse them each off. That way I'm not doubling my work. Next is the Philodendron El Chaco. She's pretty taped up, so I'm going to have to cut through it a little bit. This thing gets taped down pretty good. Whew. After all that tussling with the tape, I finally got it down to just the planter, guys. Her root system looks pretty good. So let's see what's underneath this soil. It looks like they're all potted up in the same mix. Now on the El Chaco Red, I think the roots are supposed to be a little dark red color. I'm not sure. And not necessarily white, but I believe so. So if that is the case, the roots don't look too bad. I just have this section of soil that's kind of on there a little snug, and I don't want to damage the roots. I want to be as gentle as possible when we're removing the soil, because I want to keep a nice root system. It's almost like this mixture has soil, perlite, and spag in it. So that's why it's a little tough to remove, because of the spag that's caught up in it. Not much spag, but enough. I'm gonna remove this sheath too, just because I don't like the way that it looks. Okay, so that is what that root system is looking like, fresh out of the dirt. So we got some roots to work with. Okay, so here we have the Philodendron fibrosum. It is another one that is super taped down, so not only that, I'm nervous about this branch because it just looks like it just wants to snap off, guys. So I want to hurry up and get it staked up because I just might cry if it breaks. This one has a lot of sphagnum moss on it, so I have to be very gentle with removing this. I mean, it's packed down with sphagnum moss. When I say packed, it's packed. Kind of squeeze it a little bit to loosen it up. It's almost like they packed it down to hide the roots. It's like, I can't even tell what's root and what's not at this point. Okay, I see some roots in here, guys. Look at that. This is a lot of sphagnum moss. It's like never ending. It's like, when does it stop? It's too funny, guys. Well, I can't do nothing but laugh at this point because it's a ridiculous amount of sphagnum moss, guys. I can see if it was just lightly put into the pot, the nursery pot, but it was compacted with spag, guys. It has chunks of perlite too, but for the most part, this is spag. It's so much sphagnum moss. You guys can't even tell what is root yet. And we're still this much in with all this. Just this top layer was in this one plant. What's going on with the bottom of this plant? I know y'all see what I'm saying. It looks crazy. We have the plant, stem, root, long open space of stem, more root, and a stem that curls up at the bottom. Okay, this Philodendron fibrosum just, I don't know what it got going on. It's looking kind of crazy. Okay. The way this is looking, I almost feel like I could propagate the bottom. Let me see if I can find a node. Okay. So this very bottom piece that's curled up that has roots actually has a node on it. And this section that has roots also has a node. And of course, this section of roots goes with the rest of the plant. Are y'all thinking what I'm thinking? I think I need to propagate the bottom and have 2 more plants. I just might do that. But this is what it's looking like, y'all. I think after sitting in the hydroperoxide solution, I just might propagate that section and see what it does. So now for the Philodendron plymanii. So this is another one that looks like it has a lot of spag, but at least I can see more roots in this one. That fibrosum, the roots were hiding. Roots on that look pretty good. It's like you have to really, really, really massage it to get this mixture off of those roots. Guys, this is really tedious. And unfortunately, this is what we have to do to give our plants the care that they need. And hey, it is what it is. But I'm gonna get in there. I'm getting in there. I'm making some progress. It may not look like it, y'all, but I am. See, I'm getting there. It's something hard right here. I don't know if it's the stem going that far down. Excuse my kids if you hear them in the background. They're in their room making a little bit of noise, but that's to be expected because, you know, I do have little ones, for those of you who are new here. This section down here has root, and there is like a node right there. So I can probably cut it right here and propagate that as well. So with this plant as well, I think after I set it in the hydroperoxide and water for a while, I'm going to propagate the end of this as well to see if I can start a new plant. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to rinse each set of roots thoroughly as possible, remove all the dirt that I can remove before placing them into water. So I will be back shortly. Okay, I am back and everything's rinsed off, ready to go into their little vases. I picked these up from Dollar Tree. They come with these little lids, which I won't be needing, but they're cute. I do have a taller vase for the Plowmanii. I have two different types. I'm not sure which one I will be using for this plant today, but we will be seeing shortly. So for the Anthurium veitchii, this is what she's looking like after her roots have been rinsed. I got most of the dirt off that I could. I thought about removing this bottom leaf, but I figured let it stay on there until it completely falls off because it actually helps with the growth. I'm just going to place her in this vase like so. So the fibrosum. This is what the roots is looking like on the fibrosum. Yeah. Not much, but it's something. The roots is looking a little stingy. I don't think that's gonna go in there. It probably should go into one of my taller ones as well, so we'll use a taller one for that one. So for the El Chaco, this is what her roots is looking like. And just so you guys know, I did rinse down each plant with my little solution to make sure there's no bugs and, you know, she's so cute, y'all. So cute. Okay, I think she'll do okay in that one. So I decided to go with the more slender vases for both the Plowmanii and the fibrosum. So let's put that in there, like so. And that one's gonna go in like so. So there they are. I'm gonna add my water. I may have to get more water than this, of course. I am using distilled water. And I'm just gonna go all the way to the top of her roots. Our roots go so far up, I almost filled up the vase. Same for each plant. To each vase, I'm going to add a cap full of hydrogen peroxide just to give it a little extra oxygen and it won't hurt. So let's do that. So now I'm going to let these guys just hang out for about a week or so, just so they can, you know, acclimate a little bit and, you know, perk back up and get back to themselves and just let them chill out. And we will go from there. I think after rinsing their roots, each one of these plants can be propagated. Besides the Anthurium vicii, I'm not going to touch that one. But the other three can be propagated. So I will be doing that possibly in my next video before getting these guys potted up. I am going to put them in my pond. Yeah, I want them in pond. So we're gonna see how they live in pond and do for me, and just got my fingers crossed. I'm so happy to have all these plants in my collection. I am very excited, and I'm going to be putting them in my Mills bowls behind me, as I mentioned earlier, and I think they're gonna love life here. But I will be putting these plants somewhere safe away from all my other plants, just to be sure that they didn't bring any pests in or anything like that. Although I did clean each of their leaves with my solution. I just want to be on the safe side. So yeah, that was my unboxing from Ecuagenera. I hope you guys liked it, and I hope you watched this video to the end. And as I always say, enjoy peace, spread love, and be blessed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Click the notification bell so that you never miss a post. Share with all your planty friends. And follow me on my Instagram so that we can interact.